Sunburst days and sky so blue, she'd brush my world in golden hues. Sand between our barefoot toes, seashell songs and wild rose glows. Her laughter wove a bright skied art. She painted summer on my heart. We'd chase fireflies at dusk retreat, share lemonade in rocking seats. She'd hum a tune through fields of green as dancing light kissed in between. Those seasons fade and days depart, her art remains within my heart. She painted summer on my heart, bright as dawn or firefly spark. When winter's chill would freeze my soul, I'd recall her sunlit glow. Though time moves on and seasons part, I still feel summer on my heart. Some chase storms, some chase the rain, but I chase sunsets on memory's lane. In every bloom, in every start, she's there, painting summer on my heart. She painted summer on my heart, a canvas bright when days grow dark. When doubt creeps in, her tears may start. I close my eyes, see her art. Though summers fade, her love imparts eternal sun on my heart.
She'd hum a hymn with curlers in her hair, steam rising from the kitchen there. That floral dress she saved all week, worn every Sunday, soft and meek. She'd tie-tied with a faded bow, walking slow like she already knows that heaven might not look like much, but it smells like flower and feels like touch. Yeah, Sunday was her favorite dress, signed out with care and no regrets. It held her laughter, stitched her prayers, wore it like grace in folding chairs. Now it hangs in a closet near, still smells like faith, still feels like here. She never missed a second pew, hands held tight like the morning dew. And when that choir began to rise, you could see God in her eyes. Yeah, Sunday was her favorite dress, the one she wore to hide the mess. But in that cotton blue and white, she looked like mercy bathed in light. Now I hold it when I'm lost in fear, still smells like faith, still feels like here. Some folks keep photos, some keep rings. I keep her dress and how she'd sing. Sunday was her favorite dress, and now it holds what she confessed. Each thread of verse, each button piece, a quiet place my heart won't cease. Though she's gone, she's ever near, still smells like faith, still feels like here.
That old rocker by the window still stands, cushion worn soft from her gentle hands. She'd rock out worries when the sun went low, singing sweet songs only our hearts would know. Now when I pass, it rocks so slow, like it's echoing low. She left below. There's a stain on the arm where her coffee cup lay, a faded quilt thrown where she napped away. She never needed words to make things right, just let that chair hold her through the night. And though she's gone beyond this world's air, her spirit rests in that empty chair. She left love in the empty chair, a silent hug when the world feels bare. No need for words when I'm feeling low. Her memory rocks me tender and slow through every loss and every prayer. I find her heart in that empty chair. I still set my glass where hers would rest, feel her presence guiding me to do my best. Neighbors know I leave that light on high for a love that dances in the evening sky. Though I can't hear her voice declare, I still feel life in that empty chair. People say grief fades with time, but love like hers outlives the chime. When wind blows soft and night is fair, I swear I feel her rocking there. She left love in the empty chair, a gentler peace that lingers there. No matter how far my footsteps roam, that rocker brings me back home. When life's weight feels too much to bear, I rest in love in that empty chair. There's a breeze down by the willow tree, sounds like her laugh coming back to me. Every field, every fence I mend, whispers soft like an old best friend. Her name's calls me back to days long gone, when I still called her my only one. She's far from here, we reached our end, but I still hear her name in the wind. The screen door creaks like it did that night. She walked away in the amber light. The porch still leans, the swing still sways, and I still hear what she used to say. Her name's in the wind, floating low through the cotton rows and the gravel road. It calls me back to days long gone, when I still called her my only one. She's far from here, we reached our end, but I still hear her name in the wind. Some say love fades like the setting sun, but mine stays strong when the day is done. Her name's in the wind, near or far, in every hush, in every star. Though she's not mine, though hearts don't bend, I'll always hear her name in the I remember running barefoot through the fields of gold, chasing after dreams too big to hold. Mama calling supper as the sky turned red, Daddy humming low while he fixed the shed. Oh, those simple days, where did they go? When a dollar felt like more than we'd ever known. No need for more than the sun and the rain. Life was just sweet tea and window panes. I'd give all I have to go back and stay in the heart of those simple days. We'd fish down by the creek with a rusty can, singing songs we barely could understand. The church bell rang, we all stood tall, knew every face behind those walls. Oh, those simple days, where did they go? When a dollar felt like more than we'd ever known. No need for more than the sun and the rain. Life was just sweet tea and window panes. I'd give all I have to go back and stay in the heart of those simple days. Now the roads are paved and the fields are gone, but in my heart they still live on. Oh, those simple days, I still see them in the laugh of a child or a song I hear. No need for more than a place to belong, and someone beside you to sing along. I'd give all I have to feel that way, to be back in those simple days.
I like my coffee strong and my bourbon neat, a jukebox crying in a front row seat, to the kind of song that cuts real deep. But everything I love won't let me sleep. Yeah, all my favorite sins are wearing me down, from neon lights to this old town. She left a scar and it sticks stain. Now even sweet tea tastes like pain. Tried giving them up, but I just give in to all my favorite sins. I've got a Bible that I barely read, and a pack of smokes, that's all I need. I swore her name off last July, but it still slips out when I'm feeling high. Yeah, all my favorite sins are wearing me down, from the neon lights to this old town. She left a scar and a lipstick stain. Now even sweet tea tastes like pain. Tried giving them up, but I just give in to all my favorite sins. A man like me don't mean no harm, just chasing ghosts with sun-earned charm. All my favorite sins keep knocking back. One more round and I'm off track. I could quit, yeah, I've heard that line, but I kinda like losing all the time. So pour me another and let it begin with all my favorite sins. A man like me don't mean no harm, just chasing ghosts with southern charm. I could quit, yeah, I've heard that line, but I kinda like losing all the time. So pour me another and let it begin with all my favorite sins.
She folded shirts without a sound, stacked the ones he never found, washed the pan, dried every plate, left his dinner out real late. She didn't slam a single drawer, just swept the crumbs near kitchen floor, taped a box with careful hands, wiped the fridge with one last glance. She packed quiet like wind through lace. No goodbye note, no last embrace. Just silence wrapped in well-folded years, and one last look that held no tears. No suitcases by the gate, just her leaving without the weight. The porch light blinked when morning hit, and only her old cup still sat. He found the closet half now bare, and all her perfume gone from air. She packed quiet like wind through lace. No goodbye note, no last embrace. Just silence wrapped in well-folded years, and one last look that held no tears. And no suitcases by the gate, just her leaving without the weight. Sometimes the loudest heartbreak known is when the door shuts all alone. She packed quiet, but her touch stayed on every frame, each bed she made. He thought she'd shout or break the night, but her goodbye was soft as light. Now he stands where dust won't fight, in a house she left with quiet.
She rose each dawn before the sky, whistling tunes as the birds flew by. Open curtains to golden light, showed me hope, each brand new sight. Her gentle smile would greet my eyes. She left me morning sun in her goodbyes. Coffee's brewed, but she is gone. Still I wait to her melody's dawn. That warmth seeps in where shadows lie, a promise held in the endless sky. Though she's gone, I feel her near. Every sunrise whispers she's here. She left me morning sun, shining through the rain, a tender glow that breaks the chains. When darkness falls or nights feel long, her light returns a constant song. Though time may pass and years run on, I wake each day to the road. The morning sun. People chase gold, they chase fame, but I found heaven in her name. Now every dawn that paints the sky, I see her love in that light. She left me morning sun, even when the clouds are gray, a guiding flame at break of day. When life seems cold and hope's undone, I lean into that morning sun. Her love still rises, never gone. She left me morning sun. In the corner room where the sunlight streams, I see her Bible and faded hymns, old leather spines that once held prayer, now gathered dust in the morning air. She sang those songs with a quiet grace, now every note still fills this place. I flip through pages worn and torn, each hymn reminds me of her morn, where she'd hum low by the window pane, a melody to soothe our pain. Though voices fade and years move on, her faith remains in every song. She left hymns on the shelf, a legacy of faith herself. Each chorus rings like a guiding light through darkest storms and sleepless nights. No grand applause or gilded stage, just her voice lifted page by page. When I'm lost in doubt or feeling small, I turn to those hymns on the wall. They echo soft, her gentle plea to
trust in grace and let me be. No matter where my journeys dwell, her prayers live on in every Emmanuel. Some keep photographs, some keep rings, but what she gave were simple things. A book of songs, a voice so true, a faith to guide us through and through. She left hymns on the shelf so I could find her love myself. In every verse, in every line, her spirit sings beyond all time. Though she's gone, her praise won't end. In those hymnals I find my friend.
Standing there, suitcase in hand, I was too proud to beg, too numb to stand. The door clicked soft, but it broke me loud. I still see you leaving through that cloud. I should have held on, should have reached out, should have screamed your name, should have faced the doubt. But I stood still like a stubborn stone. Now I talk to your ghost when I'm alone. All this time, you're still gone. I should have held on. I replay that night like a worn-out song, where silence said what I got wrong. I thought you'd wait, thought you'd bend, but love don't stay when the heart won't mend. I should have held on, should have reached out, should have screamed your name, should have faced the doubt. But I stood still like a stubborn stone. Now I talk to your ghost when I'm alone. All this time, and you're still gone. I should have held on. Just a man who hides behind what he can't understand. I should have held on. Not just a man who hides behind what he can't understand. I should have held on. Should have tried more. Should have fought like hell, not closed the door. Now every dawn feels twice as long, without your laugh, without your song. All this time, and I know I was wrong. I should have held on. If I could start again, I'd hold you tight. I'd speak those words I kept inside. I'd kiss your tears not turn away. I'd fight like hell for you to stay. If I could start again, I'd write it new. No page of pain, just me and you. I'd build a life on better ground, where love don't slip, don't fall, don't drown. I'd change the end, I'd change the wind. If only I could start again. Back to that June night, I'd say I'm wrong, I'd make it right. I'd stop the clock, I'd turn the tide. I'd never let you walk outside. If I could start again, I'd write it new. No page of paper, change the wind. If only I could start again. But time won't bend, it runs one way, and all I have are words I say. If I could start again, I'd make you see the man I wish I used to be. Empty hands, still lost in all I didn't plan. I'd give my soul, I'd pay the sin. If only I could start again.
Closed the door without a sound. Didn't cry, didn't turn around. Just took her coat and left the key, and left a whole life there with me. There was goodbye in her eyes, like the last wave before the tide. No last words, no big goodbye, just silence louder than the sky. I didn't stop her, didn't try. She was gone before the tears could dry. There was goodbye in her eyes. We used to talk till the morning came. Now dinner's quiet and it feels the same. I guess the end don't always yell. Sometimes it whispers soft as hell. There was goodbye in her eyes, like the last wave before the tide. No last words, no big goodbye, just silence louder than the sky. I didn't stop her, didn't try. She was gone before the tears could dry. There was
like a light across the floor. No fight, no blame, just one long sigh, and a woman too tired to lie. I watched her leave without a cry, and never even asked her why. There was goodbye in her eyes. I used to know the way she'd smile, the porch light on that country mile. She called me home with just one look. Now it's just pages from an old book. I don't live there anymore. She locked the heart, she closed the door. The walls are warm, but not for me. I'm just a ghost she used to see. I love that place, down to the floor, but I don't live there anymore. Her voice was fire on winter nights. Her touch was soft in morning light. But time moved in and changed the locks. Now I just walk by, I don't knock. I don't live there anymore. She locked the heart, she closed the door. The walls are warm, but not for me. I'm just a ghost she used to see. I love that place, down to the floor, but I don't live there anymore. I left my keys on the windowsill. She won't notice, she never will. I left my keys on the windowsill. She won't notice, she never will. I've packed my bags, I've lost the lease, but memories still hold the keys. Her heart's a home I can't restore.
He built a porch with his two bare hands, fixed up a roof when the storms began. She made a home with a gentle touch. They didn't have much, but it was enough
They're living on laughter, dreaming on prayers, dancing in the kitchen like no one cares. No shiny gold, no fancy car, just a worn out couch and an old guitar. But love like that don't need no height, just a heart full of hope and a house full of light. He kissed her cheek every single day, even when the bills piled up in the way. She made do with a thrift store dress, said we may be broke, but we sure feel blessed. They're living on laughter, dreaming on prayers, dancing in the kitchen like no one cares. No diamond rings, no weekend flights, just coffee for two and the soft porch light. And love like that don't need no height, just a heart full of hope and a house full of light. Years rolled on, their hair turned gray, but they still held hands every day. Kids moved out, the world moved fast, but their kind of love was built to last. Still living on laughter, dreaming on prayers, rocking on the front porch without a care. No need for riches, they got it right, just hearts full of hope and a house full of light. Yeah, love like that don't fade with the night, it shines even more in a house full of light.
He built a barn with hands like oak, spoke with looks, not words he spoke, taught me how to bait a line, but never once said, son, you're mine. We fixed the fence, we mowed the land. He passed me tools, not praise or plans. And when I left for college town, he just said, keep your tires down. If I could tell my father now, I'd say the things pride won't allow, that every night each grunt he made was worth more than the words I've saved. He's gone, but Lord, I still know how I'd speak with tears if I could tell my father now. I raised my boy with softer hands, but still I find I understand why Dad stood tall and kept it lean. Love don't always need a scene. If I could tell my father now, I'd say the things pride won't allow, that every night each grunt he made was worth more than the words I've saved. He's gone, but Lord, I still know how I'd speak with tears if I could tell my father now. I'd keep his chair and talk to him like he is there. If I could tell my father now, I'd thank him deep and show him how the man I am is half his voice, the quiet kind that left no choice. He never asked, he'd just stand down, but I'd hold him close if I could tell my father now. Daddy laid the boards by hand, Mama sewed curtains from an old feed bag. One porch light, one gravel drive, and a love that kept the roof alive. It ain't big, it ain't grand, just 4 strong walls and a piece of land. But it's where I learned to pray and fight, to work all day and sleep at night. No matter how far I've gone, that little house still feels like home, back where I belong. Mama's voice through a screen door swing, smell of cornbread, gospel ring, a hand-me-down coat, a second-hand bike, but a childhood full of stars at night. It ain't big, it ain't grand, just 4 strong walls and a piece of land. But it's where I learned to pray and fight, to work all day and sleep at night. No matter how far I've gone, that little house still feels like home, back where I belong. Now my kids run through those same old halls, and I hear my father in my drawl. It ain't big, it ain't grand, but it's still the best I've ever had. Where roots grow deep and love stays strong, where every right came from a wrong. No matter how far I've gone, that little house still feels like home, back where I belong. Fog rolled low on an old dirt road. I was driving slow, heading home alone. Pulled off near a chapel sign to stretch my legs and clear my mind. The moon hung cold in a silent sky, not a soul around, not a single light.
Then I heard a voice from behind the trees, whispering low through the winter breeze. There's a shadow on the highway, waiting where the crosses grow. Sings a song from long ago, soft and lonesome, sweet and slow. You won't see him in the sunlight, but when the stars all start to show, there's a shadow on the highway, and he never walks alone. He wore a hat pulled low and boots worn thin, eyes like ash with a haunted grin. He tipped his head, said, "Boy, you're late," then vanished through the rusted gate. There's a shadow on the highway, waiting where the crosses grow. Sings a song from long ago, soft and lonesome, sweet and slow. You won't see him in the sunlight, but when the stars all start to show, there's a shadow on the highway, and he never walks alone. So if you're driving past that bend, and the night feels like it'll never end, say a prayer and pass on through. That shadow might be following you.
Sunrise creeps over golden roads, dew-kissed stalks where the wild grass grows. I walk that path where she once stood, humming soft truths only I understood. Her voice would drift on that morning breeze, a lullaby beneath the cotton trees. Each summer dawn she'd rise at 4, carry her kettle to the barnyard door. While roosters crowed and sparrows sang, she'd hum the tune that made hearts hang. No choir needed to harmonize, just her lullaby under open skies. Her lullaby echoes in the field, through rippled wheat, through broken shields. Every blade sings a simple grace, a mother's love time can't erase. Though she's gone and years congeal, I still hear her in every field. Cornrows swayed as she walked by, with bare feet tapping that country high. Children gathered at her knee as her hum carried hope like a melody. Now when dusk paints shadows long, I close my eyes to recall her song. Sometimes the wind will bend just right and whisper her lullaby at night. I swear I feel her hand in mine, guiding me home through borrowed time. Her lullaby echoes in the fields, and every sunrise, every year. Though seasons pass and earth may heal, her song remains so calm, so real. I'll hum it soft when life conceals my heart where her lullaby feels. That old screen door still creaks like it used to, and the swing still sways with the morning dew. The porch light's dim, but it always stays on, like it's waiting for a boy long gone. Mama said, we leave it for you, son, in case one day you come back where you're from. I chased dreams far and let years fly, but that soft light never said goodbye. There's a porch light left on in a world that moves fast, in a house full of yesterdays built to last. Even when I wandered, even when I strayed, it lit the way home no matter how late, like a whisper of grace through nights so long. There's always a porch light left on. Daddy's boots still sit by the old back door, and Mama's prayers still float through the floor. No questions asked when I walk back in, just a hug and coffee warm from within. There's a porch light left on in a world that moves fast, in a house full of yesterdays built to last. Even when I wandered, even when I strayed, it lit the way home no matter how late, like a whisper of grace through nights so long. There's always a porch light left on. We all need a place where love won't fade, where someone waits, come what may. There's a porch light left on at the end of the lane, where the gravel remembers my first name. Even when roads pull hearts apart, that light still burns in Mama's heart, like a quiet hymn through dusk till dawn. There's always a porch light left on. She always left the light on down the hallway near the stairs. Said even grown-up hearts can need a little care. When I came home too late or didn't call, that golden glow would catch me, wrap me like a shawl. I never thought to thank her, never thought to ask why one small bow could hold the weight of every task. But now the house is quiet and the walls are bare, and I keep that bow burning like she's still there. She left the light on when I was lost, when love came cold and dreams had cost. She never said, I told you so, just lit the way so I could know that no matter where I'd gone too long, she left the light on. The switch is worn, the glass is dim, but I see her smile in every flicker thin. When I feel like letting go or giving in, that porch light hums like a violin. She left the light on through every Through every season I was torn, not with words but with a glow that told me all I need to know. That even now, though she's long gone, she left the light on. Now when my own boy stumbles home too late, I flip the switch and I don't wait. I leave the light on just like she did for every grown and wandering kid. A quiet sign, a gentle grace, a mother's love in time and space. In every life where love lives on, we leave the light on. It's chipped on top and hums off key. Been sitting there since '83. Mama used to twist the dial while frying eggs and humming mild. Daddy'd sip his morning joe, tap his boots and nod real slow, while Haggard sang of things gone wrong and Mom mouthed each lonesome song. The kitchen radio still plays on low through quiet meals and falling snow. It's not that loud, but Lord, it knows the love and loss this old house holds. No fancy screens, no modern glow, just memories in the kitchen radio. I moved away, I found a life, 2 kids, a job, a city wife. But every time I visit back, that old thing brings my soul on track. The kitchen radio still plays on low through quiet meals and falling snow. It's not that loud, but Lord, it knows the love and loss this old house holds. No fancy screens, no modern glow, just memories in the kitchen radio. Some songs age like the paint on walls and take you home with just 2 chords. Now Mama's gone and Daddy too, but every dawn it still breaks through. I turn it up just soft and slow and say good morning to the ones I know. It ain't much, but it's all I know, that I'm still loved by the kitchen radio. She wore her locket close to her heart, said this keeps our story when we're apart. A faded photo tucked inside of 2 young souls on their wedding night. No diamond gleam, no gold to show, just simple love in a gentle glow. I found it lying on her dresser top, her chain still warm, she'd never stop. Cherishing that simple sign, a promise made with hands entwined. When I was lost, I'd touch that chain and feel her love run through my veins. She wore love like a locket, close and true, a piece of her heart always carried through. When storms rolled in, that charm would sway, a constant light to guide my way. Though she's gone, her memory won't fade, 'cause she wore love like a locket, and it stayed. Now I keep it where a perfume lies, a testament beneath these skies. When nights get dark, I lift it high and hear her voice in every sigh. No need to ask where she might be, her love still wrapped around me. Some folks chase treasures far and wide, but hers was simple faith and pride. A little chain, a little light to warm my soul each lonely night. She wore love like a locket, close and true, a piece of her heart always carried through. And though she's gone, her spirit stays in that small charm in countless ways. I'll hold it tight until my days are through, 'cause she wore love like a locket, and it's my truth. Someone to hold at night, doesn't mind if I don't always get it right. A front porch laugh and a second cup, someone who don't need nothing but love. I ain't got much, but a steady heart, a beat up truck, and a humble start. But I'll open doors and mean what I say. I'll write your name in my prayers each day. If you're out there and you looking for her, could that be you? Want it, a smile that feels like home, someone to dance when the radio's low, a Sunday dress or a ball cap worn. It don't take much to keep me warm. I ain't got much, but a steady heart, a beat up truck, and a humble start. But I'll open doors and mean what I say. I'll write your
that be you? No mansion, no diamond ring, but I'll give you forever, forever and everything. I ain't got much, but a steady heart, a front porch swing and a backyard stall. But I'll kiss your hand and tuck you in, be your fool and your best friend. So if you're lonely and you need one too, I'm looking for her. Crack one cold, let the jukebox play that same old song I heard yesterday. Bartender knows just what I need, a little lost love and a little more speed. So crack one cold, turn it up loud, let the pedal steel cry while I drown it out. No use calling, she won't come back, so I'll stay right here at this corner tap. Yeah, she left me warm, now I'm feeling bold. So bartender, crack one cold. There's a stool with my name and it fits just fine. My heart's off duty, but my mouth's on time. Don't give me water, don't give me tea, just give me that can with a memory. So crack one cold, turn it up loud, let the pedal steel cry while I drown it out. No use calling, she won't come back, so I'll stay right here at this corner tap. Yeah, she left me warm, now I'm feeling bold. So bartender, crack one cold. Don't talk advice, don't say her name, just pour me something that don't feel the same. So crack one cold, let the world spin slow, let me toast to love that let me go. She's long gone, but this beer ain't old. So bartender, crack one cold. Yeah, just bartender, crack one cold.
As the swing still creaks in the morning breeze, where she once sat with coffee and peace, her shawl still hangs by the weathered rail. The porch remembers each quiet tale. That old screen door still sighs hello like it did when she hummed real low with biscuits baking her hairpin tight. She'd sing us through the fading light. The porch still holds her song, you see, in every breeze, in every tree. The boards may crack, the paint may peel, but her voice lingers warm and real. She may be gone, but not too long. The porch still hums her evening song.
dust on the chair she used to rock. And time's left whispers in every clock. But when the fireflies start their glow, that melody returns real slow. The porch still holds her song, you see, in every night, in every key, like gospel sweet or lullabies. It rises soft 'neath southern skies. Though heaven claimed where she belongs, this porch still sings her heart in songs. She taught us love through simple things like folded sheets and angel wings. Now every dusk and every dawn, this porch plays on, though she is gone. Yes, the porch still holds her song so true. In wood and wind and sky so blue, it hums of grace, of gentle pride, of the woman who once stood outside. We sit in silence, but not for long, 'cause the porch, it still holds her song.
I saw you tonight in a cotton white dress, laughing beside him, not a single regret. You look like the girl I used to know, but now you shine in someone else's glow. You're not mine to hold, not mine to call, not mine to catch. If you ever fall, I once was the name in your midnight prayer. Now I'm just a ghost that lingers there. I still feel the pull, deep and cold, but you're not mine, not mine to hold. I thought love would fight, would stand its ground, but sometimes the quiet lets it drown. I had my chance, I let it slip. Now someone else holds your fingertip. You're not mine to hold, not mine to call, not mine to catch. If you ever fall, I once was the name in your midnight prayer. Now I'm just a ghost that lingers there. I still feel the pull, deep and cold, but you're not mine, not mine to hold. And if he ever makes you cry, I'll still stay gone. You're not mine to hold, but you always were. The quiet ache I can't deter. I'll smile and nod and let it go, though my heart still tells me so. I lost the fire, I lost the gold. Not mine,
There's a box beneath my bed, full of words I never said, pages torn, ink turned gray, of all the things I meant to say. Letters I never sent, love I never showed, thoughts of you I still don't outgrow. Each line a piece of what I miss, each fold a silent broken kiss. I wrote, I wept, my heart was spent on letters never sent. I told you sorry on page 4. I begged you back 100 more. I dreamed of us in every line, but dreams don't cross that faded spine. Letters I never sent, love I never showed, thoughts of you I still don't outgrow. Each line a piece of what I miss, each fold a silent broken kiss. I wrote, I wept, my heart was spent on letters I never sent. I keep them close, though they won't fly. They hold the words where love won't die. Letters I never sent, but can't erase. They hold your smile, they hold your praise. And if someday you find them true, you'll know I always thought of you. My love was real, my soul was bent in every letter I never sent. Letters I never sent, but can't erase. They hold your smile, they hold your place. And if someday you find them true, you'll know I always thought of you. My love was real, my soul was bent in every
I know it's late, I know you've gone. I've felt the silence for far too long. But if you hear this, if you still care, there's just one thing I need to share. Forgive me anyway, even if I'm wrong, even if I waited far too long. I can't undo the hurt, can't change the day. But if you can, forgive me anyway. I'm not asking to stay, just forgive me anyway. I've replayed each word, each empty night. Wished I had held you, wished I'd fought the fight. But now the house is still and time moves on, and all that's left is what I've done. Forgive me anyway, even if I'm wrong, even if I waited far too long. I can't undo the hurt, can't change the day, but if you can, forgive me anyway. I'm not asking to stay, just forgive me anyway. They say forgiveness sets you free, so maybe it's not just for you, but me. Forgive me anyway, no need for more, no need to open that same old door. Just let me go with peace inside, knowing I at least tried. I'm not asking to stay, just forgive me anyway. There's a picture on the dresser, dust around the glass, the colors fading slowly like echoes of the past. Two hearts, one smiling, but now just one remains, staring at the silence of an empty frame. Empty frame, no face to hold, just a memory that's grown cold. I still reach out, but you're not there, just shadows dancing in the air. I tried to fill it, tried in vain, but love can't live in an empty frame. Your coat still hangs behind the door, your footprints linger on the floor, but photographs don't laugh or cry, they only ask the reason why. Empty frame, no face to hold, just a memory that's grown cold. I still reach out, but you're not there, just shadows dancing in the air. I tried to fill it, tried in vain, but love can't live in an empty frame. I leave the frame where it's always been, hoping someday you'll walk
a chapter closed, but I still pray that one day love will find its name and take its place in this empty frame.
Never told you how the moon looked brighter when you'd laugh at night with the porch light flickering. I never said how your hands held me steady when the world spun fast and I wasn't ready. These are the things I never said, that stayed inside my head. You needed more than just my gaze. You needed love in spoken ways. Now I lie awake, tears in my bed, chasing the things I never said. Never whispered how I feared the day you grow tired of the man who couldn't say how much you meant, how proud I'd been to love a heart so true, so thin. These are the things I never said, stayed inside my head. You needed more than just my gaze. You needed love in spoken ways. Now I lie awake, tears in my bed, chasing things I never said. It's too late, you're gone from view, and I'm talking to shadows that look like you. These are the things I never spoke, promises lost in the silence I broke. If I could turn back, of the things I never said. I clocked in at 8, now it's 9:05. In the heat just to stay alive.
Saturday ain't mine.
Where were you when the silence fell? When the streetlights flickered and the sirens yelled? Were you home with your kids holding on real tight? Or bowing your head in the TV light? Did you call your mom just to hear her voice? Did you turn to prayer? Did you curse the noise? Were you wondering why you're just too still to feel the weight of a world gone ill? I don't know much about politics or how the world breaks down like bricks, but I know love and I know grace, and I've seen hope on a stranger's face. And in a moment we all stood still, trying to find what's right, what's real, when the silence fell. Did you light a candle in your window frame? Did you whisper names you couldn't name? Did your hand shake when the towers dropped? Did you wish that time would just stop? I don't know much about foreign lands or the minds of violent broken hands, but I know peace and I know pain, and I've seen kindness in the rain. And in a moment we all stood still, trying to find what's right, what's real, when the silence fell. I still believe in hearts that care, and prayers arise through heavy air. And I'll remember how it felt so clear when the silence fell and love drew near.
It creaked in the breeze on Grandma Farm, a wooden swing, two hands and charm. We carved our names into the grain. She kissed me there before the rain. Daddy built it back in '62 with calloused hands and Elmer's glue. He said this swing will outlast me, and Lord, he sure was right, you see. That old porch swing still tells our tales of Sunday songs and paper pails, of barefoot love and cherry pie, of sitting close and wondering why some things leave and some things cling, like you and me and that old porch swing. Mama rocked it when she cried, when letters came and brought others died, she'd hum a hymn and close her eyes, and time would hush its cruel reply. That old porch swing still tells our tales of whispered prayers and backyard trails, of wedding nights and newborn cries, of silent stares and long goodbyes. Some things fade, but this one sings. The heart still beats in that old porch swing. Now I sit there with our son, same old boards, that evening sun, and I just hope he'll understand what you can build with just two hands. That old porch swing don't ask for much, just time and stories, love and touch. It holds the years, the joy, the sting. It still holds us. That old porch swing. It leaned to the left, the roof would leak, the porch light buzzed, the floorboards creaked. But Lord, that place was warm and right. Two kids in love, one sleepless night. We painted walls in borrowed blue, hung wedding cards with tape and glue, laughed through bills we couldn't pay, danced barefoot in the month of May. The house we let go still lives in me, though they paved the yard and cut the tree. It wasn't brick, it wasn't bone, but it held more than we ever told. We signed and sold, let memories flow, but I still ache for the house we let go. Now some folks mow what used to grow, and kids ride bikes where lilies showed. But every time I pass that street, my fingers twitch, my heart skips beat. The house we let go still lives in me, though they paved the yard and cut the tree. It wasn't brick, it wasn't bone, but it held more than we ever told. We signed and sold, let memories flow, but I still ache for the house we let go. They say a home is just four walls, but ours still whispers in the halls. The house we let go don't hold our name, but every board still burns like flame. We built a life, we lost, we grew, and I still drive by just a view. It's gone, I know, but it won't go, 'cause I still in the house we let go.
She didn't quote a single verse, didn't preach when life got worse. No Bible marked with colored lines, just hands that worked and eyes that shine. She showed her faith with bread she baked and every silent prayer she'd made. She ironed shirts and packed my lunch, sang hymns low while we ate brunch. Wasn't loud, but heaven heard each kindness in her daily word. No stage, no crowd, no Sunday show, but grace was in each seed she'd sow. Her faith was in the doing, in the sweeping and the stewing, in the way she held the door, and how she knelt on kitchen floor. She walked with God, not by display, but step by step, in quiet ways. Some folks praise with choirs grand, she just held a neighbor's hand. And when she passed, the church bell rang, the pews were full, the heaven sang. Her faith was in the doing, in her giving, in her brewing, in every hug, in every grace, in love she left around this place. She didn't need the world to see, God knew her heart, and that's enough for me. It's sitting there on the corner shelf, just like the day she left myself. The smile she wore, the dress she chose, frozen in time like a faded rose. Her picture, my frame, still side by side through lonely nights and shifting tides. She's long gone, she changed her name, but I never moved that picture frame. Dust may settle, years may claim, but she's still there. Her picture, my frame. I've had new love knock on my door, but none could hang where hers once wore. They say let go, they say be free, but that frame still holds what's left of me. Her picture, my frame, still side by side through lonely nights and shifting tides. She's long gone, she changed her name, but I never moved that picture frame. Dust may settle, years may claim, but she's still there. Her picture, my frame. Some call it stuck, some call it sad, but that smile was the best I had. Her picture, my frame, like fire and wood, it held our story the best it could. I may move on, I may let go, but not that face I She's in my past, I bear no blame, but I still keep her picture my frame. I see you smile, you've moved along. He holds your hand, you seem so strong. But when you pause and your eyes follow, I see the part of you he'll never know. No one knows you like I do. The way you laugh when the sky turns blue, the way you cry at midnight rain, how you hide your joy, how you mask your pain. He may love you, he may be true, but no one knows you like I do. Like I do. I hear your voice across the crowd, still soft and sweet, still not too loud. But there's a tremble in every word that only I have ever heard. No one knows you like I do. The way you dance when the day is new, the dreams you fear, the ones you chased, the quiet hopes you never faced. He may hold you, he may wound, but no one knows you like I do. I don't regret, I won't compete, but I still feel you in my heartbeat. No one knows you like I do. The shadows behind your morning hue, and though you've gone and love has passed, some things are meant to always last. He may be close, he may be new, but no one knows you like I do.
Behind some jars and rusted tools, wrapped in shirts from high school rules, sits a guitar with a broken string, still hum soft when the robins sing. It used to echo through the porch, under stars and citron torch. Daddy strummed it with bare hands, taught me chords, not where to stand. The guitar in the shed don't play no stage, but it holds my youth, my father's age. It creaks a note when I walk by, like it remembers lullabies. It don't shine, it don't get fed, but love still sleeps in the guitar in the shed. Mama cried when he let go, said that's where his soul would show. So I sneak out on Sunday nights, pick 4 notes and
feeling right. The guitar in the shed don't play no stage, but it holds my youth, my father's age. It creaks a note when I walk by, like it remembers lullabies. It don't shine, it don't get fed, but love still sleeps in the guitar in the shed. Someday I'll teach my son those strings, let him hear what silence brings. The guitar in the shed may fade away, but songs it knew still find their way. No amps, no crowd, no curtain call, just echoes neath that wooden wall. And when I'm gone, just bow your head, you'll still hear me in the guitar in the shed.
I can't promise I won't get mad, or that I won't say something bad. I might forget the little things, or leave the dishes in the sink. But I can hold you when you cry, and laugh with you when life gets dry. I can show up even when I fall, stand beside you through it all. No fairy tales or perfect skies, but I'll keep loving you, and I'll try. I might not always know what's wrong, or find the words when nights feel long, but I'll be there in quiet ways. Morning coffee and daily grace. I can hold you when you cry, and laugh with you when life gets dry. I can show up even when I fall, stand beside you through it all. No fairy tales or perfect skies, but I'll keep loving you, and I'll try. There's no map to get us through, but I'll walk this road with you. I can't promise I won't fail, but I'll keep fighting through the gale. I can't be everything you need, but I'll love you honestly. No fairy tales or perfect skies, but I'll keep loving you, and I'll try. The more I live, the less I race. I find more peace in a slower pace. I don't chase things like I used to do. I just sit and watch the sky turn blue. The more I live, the more I see that love don't need to shout to be. A touch, a smile, a quiet word can speak the loudest when it's heard. I don't regret what I've been through. The more I live, the more I value. I used to hold grudges like they were gold. Now I let go and I feel whole. The things that broke me now make sense. Time turns pain into common sense. The more I live, the more I see that love don't need to shout to be. A touch, a smile, a quiet word can speak the loudest when it's heard. I don't regret what I've been through. The more I live, the more I value you. And the mirror don't scare me anymore. It shows a man I'm grateful for. The more I live, the more I give, the less I need just to forgive. The road behind was never straight, but let me hear it feels like fate. And if I've got one thing left to do, it's to live more days beside you.
A worn-out Bible sat by the wall next to her candles, small and tall. She marked each page with ribbon red, where hope and faith and love were spread. Each Sunday morn she'd kneel herself and leave her prayers on that shelf. A faded photo of children's smiles, a porcelain cross with gentle tiles. She never spoke them out loud, just there in whispered thanks and fervent prayer. No gilded frame, no gilded pelf, she left her heart on that shelf. She left her prayers on that shelf, silent words that spoke of herself. In every crease and every fold, her faith and grace was quietly told. Though years go by and dust may dwell, I still feel her on that shelf. When storms would rage and nights grew cold, she'd light a lamp of flickering gold. Her whispered dreams would
chase the dark, a steady flame within her heart. Now I kneel here all by myself and find her voice on that shelf. Some folks look high for answers grand, but she found God in gentle hands. Each prayer she wrote, each tear she shed, lives on in words she softly said. She left her prayers on that shelf, a legacy beyond herself. In every dawn and every breath, I feel her love outlive her death. So when I doubt, I turn and delve to read her soul on that shelf. The church let out around 6:15. The casserole trays were wiped clean. She'd hum old hymns while folding clothes. Now silence hums the parts she knows. Her perfume still clings to the chair, the one she rocked with braided hair. TV flickers but makes no sound. This house feels loud when she's not around. Sunday night without her feels too long. The coffee's cold, the music's wrong, the porch lights on, but no one calls. And I keep counting down these walls God made rest on this last day. But peace don't come when she's away. She'd rub my back for hidden bed, read Psalm 23 and kiss my head. Now I leave her pillow untouched, like I'm afraid to break too much. Sunday night without her feels too long. The coffee's cold, the music's wrong, the porch lights on, but no one calls. And I keep counting down these walls God made rest on this last day. But peace don't come when she's away. They say the week will start anew, but I'm still stuck in Sunday's blue. Sunday night without her hurts too deep. The bed's too wide, I fake my sleep. I trade 6 days, lose them all, just to hear her down the hall. But but till I do, I'll sit and pray that Sunday night brings her someday.
She'd sit in a chair near the garden gate, humming sweet songs till the sky turned late. Tomatoes in rows, daisies in bloom, while her voice floated soft as a broom. Kids on the porch with scraped up knees, resting their heads to her melodies. No need for words, no fancy grace, just the hum of peace in that sacred place. Lullabies from her garden gate taught the wind how to hesitate. Sang of love without a name, of heartache past and joy that came. A song for the world, a hymn so small, but from her lips it healed us all. Old wooden gate creaked with time, but still it swayed to her silent rhyme. She'd lift her gaze to stars above and stitch each note with mother's love. Lullabies from her garden gate wove through dusk till heaven's late. A comfort song no clock could bind, that lingered deep inside our minds. Though she's gone, the song still stays in winds and blooms and children's praise. Now weeds have grown where tulips slept, but still at night my heart has wept for the quiet voice I used to chase, that made the world a softer place. Lullabies from her garden gate echo on when the hour gets late. If you listen close at eventide, you'll hear her hum right by your side. Not just a song, but a truth she knew, that love sung soft is always true.
She gave me time, she gave me grace. She stayed when storms took up her place. But I was cold, too blind to see that she deserved more than just a piece of me. She deserved more than nights alone, more than silence, more than stone. She needed love that that didn't fade, not just the promises I made. I held her back, I set her free, 'cause she deserved more than me. She smiled through pain I didn't feel. She asked for truth, I gave her steel. I thought she'd stay, I thought she'd wait, but love like hers won't sit on fate. She deserved more than nights alone, more than silence, more than stone. She needed love that didn't fade, not just the promises I made. I held her back, I set her free, 'cause she deserved more than me. And if he loves her like I should, then maybe now she's understood. She deserved more, and now she's gone, found a place where she belongs. I'll always miss, I'll always see that love like hers was too good for me. No bitter end, no broken plea, just the truth. She deserved more than me.
Our little house upon the hill, she'd light a lamp when evening's still. Her prayers would drift from room to room, as gentle as a summer bloom. No corner dark, no heart alone, her presence felt like heaven's home. When sorrow knocked, she'd bring us peace. Her faith brought strength that never ceased. Her faith filled every room like morning sun chasing gloom. When walls would shake or hope would fail, her spirit rose on holy gale. Though years may pass, I still presume her light remains. Her faith filled every room. At dinner table she'd bow her head, thankful for crumbs of daily bread. Her voice rose soft in humble tune and lifted us beneath that moon. Now I walk these halls alone, hear her whisper in every stone. And when my heart forgets to bloom, I feel her faith fill every room. Her faith filled every room like morning sun chasing gloom. When shadows came and tears consumed, her love shone bright, her faith filled every room. Though time moves on and spirits loom, we stand in light. Her faith filled every room.
Gray clouds roll in on an empty street. Cold drops fall where we used to meet. I pull my coat tight against the chill, but all I feel is your laughter still. Each raindrop taps a tender refrain. Her smile lingers in the rain. We danced once under that stormy sky. Your dress swirled as the winds ran high. You reached for me through sheets of gray, saying love can't wash us far away. Now when the heavens weep again, I see her light in every rain. Her smile lingers in the rain, like a rainbow after all the pain. When thunder roars and tears fall free, I feel her warmth come back to me. No storm can ever wash love's stain. Her smile lingers in the rain. Porch light glows through misty night, guiding me home by its gentle light. I reach for her hand in memory's haze, as droplets shine like childhood days. Though she's gone where the angels reign, I still find her in the rain. People run from storms and fear the cold, but her laughter taught me to be bold. So when the skies open wide again, I'll seek her face within the rain. Her smile lingers in the rain, a beacon bright when skies complain. When all is dark and hope seems thin, her light breaks through like love within. Though time moves on, I still remain. Her smile lingers in the rain.
She'd wake before the rooster crowed, flour on hands and cotton rolled, crack 2 eggs with quiet grace. The sun would rise right on her face. She'd iron shirts and polish shoes, fold hymnals marked with Sunday truths, and tie my tie, then fix my hair with fingers soft like whispered prayer. The hands that made Sunday didn't shake. They kneaded dough and wiped each plate. They held the door, they passed the grace. They caught my tears and cupped my face. I thought God spoke from sky so high, but He moved through those hands by my side. She'd brush the porch, then brush my knees, and hum old hymns and broken keys. Her Bible worn, her fingers bent, but not a single touch misspent. The hands that made Sunday didn't shake. They kneaded dough and wiped each plate. They held the door, they passed the grace. They caught my tears and cupped my face. I thought God spoke from sky so high, but He moved through those hands by my side. Now I see them in my wife, in how she moves through daily life. The hands
hands that made Sunday still remain in every hug that bears her name. And when my daughter says her prayer, I feel those hands still linger there. Heaven's voice may come one day, but I heard him first through hands that made Sunday.
The frame's still cracked from '92. Sits on the shelf near her perfume blue. Her smile caught in a younger light, while mine's grown soft with years and night. I fixed her sink, I changed her tires, lit up her porch when storms caught fire. But every time she held my hand, I'd squeeze then change the subject plan. I should have said it then, when time was kind, when she was here and not just mine. 3 little words I held too tight, like they'd mean more on some far night. But now I sit with might have beens and whisper low, I should have said it then. She never asked, she never cried. She read the love behind my pride. But now I'd trade these silent years for just one time to make it clear. I should have said it then, when time was kind, when she was here and not just mine. 3 little words I held too tight, like they'd mean more on some far night. But now I sit with might have beens and whisper low, I should have said it then. Some men build, some men defend, some never learn how hearts should bend. So if you're young or old like me, don't wait on pride or certainty. Lean in close and say it plain before love's voice becomes a name. Don't end up like this foolish friend who loved her true, but should have said it then.
I chased the sky beyond the corn, said goodbye like I'd been torn. Thought freedom was some dusty town with neon signs and windows down. The roads were wide, the nights were long. I played new bars, I sang old songs, but somewhere past that second state I lost the man you used to wait. There's no map back to me, no red line home, no highway 3. I drew a road then tore it clean, thinking I'd find the in-between. But
but now I drift like autumn leaves, 'cause I left you, and no map leads back to me. Your voice still plays in motel air through cracked alarms and vinyl chairs. I search for towns that feel like grace, but none replace your folded face. There's no map back to me, no red line home, no highway 3. I drew a road then tore it clean, thinking I'd find the in-between, but now I drift like autumn leaves, 'cause I left you, and no map leads back to me. I could turn around and cross the mile, but I'd be someone else all the while. There's no map back to me, the man I was when you loved me. I left too soon, I thought I'd grow, but some roots ain't meant to go. Now I haunt old roads and faded keys and pray someday you'll draw the map back to me.
Old leather notebook on the countertop, pages stained where her hands would stop. Spaghetti sauce, cornbread sweet, every line of memory I still eat. She measured love in a simple spoon, filled our hearts like a harvest moon. She'd hum a tune while stirring the pot. Teach me patience, teach me what's not God. No five-star place could compare to her stew, seasoned with faith in everything she'd do. Now when I cook, I close my eyes and hear her laughter in the sunrise. Her recipes still feed the soul more than any feast I know. Every bite holds a lesson learned, and every flavor love still burns. Though she's gone and chains are cold, her kitchen's warmth I still behold. The rolling pin rests where she last stood, flowers in the air like I knew it would. I traced the words she wrote so neat, taste the past in every treat. No fancy meal, no gilded tray, just her in each dish I make today. Some folks chase restaurants bright and grand, but I find heaven in her gentle hands. No oven hot could ever replace the warmth she gave in that homey space. Her recipes still feed the soul, a legacy more precious than gold. I pass them down to those I hold, a bond of love and stories told. And when I'm old
her recipes, they never die. Folded knee at the end of my bed, colors worn where her fingers bled. Each patch a prayer, or each thread a sign of the love she wove in that quilt she left behind. There's Grandpa's flannel, Mama's dress, a square from the coat she wore out west. Tales of our lives, sewn line by line in the quilt she left behind. It's not just fabric, it's family and years. It's laughter and heartache, it's joy and tears. It's birthdays and Christmas, the sweet and unkind, all wrapped in that quilt she left behind. I pull it close, the nights get long. I swear I can hear her humming a song, like warm old memories. It always reminds of the quilt she left behind. It's not just fabric, it's family and years. It's laughter and heartache, it's joy and tears. It's Sunday dinners, her hand in mine, all tucked in that quilt she left behind. Someday I'll pass it to a child I love, say this is her story, stitched from above. It's not just cloth, it's her gentle embrace, the comfort I find in that sacred place. Through winters and winds, it still aligns my soul with that quilt she left behind.
There's a place I go when the world gets loud, where the trees lean in and the sky's unclouded, where the water slows and time stands still at the bend of the river, past that hill. Where the river bends, I find my peace. Memories flow and troubles cease. First kiss, first tear, first breath of air, all lead me back to there. I leave behind what might have been,
river bend. Daddy took me there when I was small, taught me to fish, to stand, not fall. Mama's voice would echo low as we skipped stones in the evening glow. Where the river bends, I find my peace. Memories flow and trouble cease. First kiss, first tear, first breath of air, all lead me back to there. I leave behind what might have been and come back home where the river bends. Now I bring my children to let them feel what I once knew. Where the river bends, life feels right. Underneath the fading light, first dreams, last prayers, hearts to mend, all return where the river bends. It's where I started and where I'll end, right there where the river bends.
I was 8 years old, with legs too short to reach the pedals in that old Ford. But Daddy said, boy, just take your time, and put his strong hands over mine. And we rode through the fields past the old pine tree. Dust in the air, wind wild and free. I didn't know it then, but I'd start to feel the love of a man by the grip on a wheel. He worked all day and came home tired, but still found time for my wild desires. Right at dusk, just me and him, that rattle truck felt like a rocket ship. And we rolled through the fields past the old pine tree. Dust in the air, wind wild and free. I didn't know it then, but I'd start to feel the love of a man by the grip on a wheel. Now I've got a boy with wide-eyed dreams and a red toy truck that runs on steam. I see myself when he starts to steer, so I smile and say, you're doing fine right here. And we roll through the fields past the old pine tree. Dust in the air, wind wild and free. He's holding on tight, and I start to feel You don't need diamonds to light up a smile. Don't need fine clothes to walk down the aisle. Love don't wear labels or shine in the sun. It lives in the quiet, the soft and the undone. No need for gold, no silver lines. Just hold my hand through the hardest time. We don't need riches, don't need a throne. Just a front porch swing and a place called home. I'd trade the world for what we hold, 'cause baby with you there's no need for gold. We got late night laughs and morning tea, sunlight sneaking through the sycamore tree, bills on the table, dreams on the wall, but you're by my side, and that's worth it all. No need for gold, no silver lines. Just hold my hand through the hardest times. We don't need riches, don't need a throne. Just a front porch swing and a place called home. I'd trade the world for what we hold, 'cause baby with you there's no need for gold. The richest love can't be bought or sold. It's in your eyes when the nights get cold. No need for gold, no grand parade. Just you and me and the love we made. We don't need riches, don't need a throne. Just your warm smile when the day is gone. I'd trade the world for what we hold. You and me, we don't need gold.
Mama stood in morning sun, clothespins in her hand, one by one. White sheets danced in country breeze, and peace was found in things like these. No grand piano, no grand hall, just him she hummed behind it all. She never asked for fancy pews. Her worship was in daily use. A flannel shirt, a baby's bib, hung beside the life she lived. And while the robins sang their song, she hummed Amazing Grace along. The hymn she hummed while hanging clothes said more than sermons ever wrote. No spotlight shone, no choir stand, just God and her and cotton land. Each clothespin clacked a soft amen, and faith hung dry in southern wind. I still hear it on the line, that melody of love divine. Through wind and years and summers in, that sacred tune comes back again. The hymn she hummed while hanging close still echoes where the white sheet blows. Through all life's storms, her song remains like linen bright after the rain. She worshipped him in humble prose, in the hymn she hummed while hanging close.